Hello! Is the game audio louder today, or is it just me? Well, time to mess with settings. First things first. Nope, it's the same as it ever was. And I didn't fix the UI from what it was before. There we go. There we go! Now we're in business! If you like being in business, remember to subscribe to the VOD channel if you're watching this later on YouTube. And if you don't like business, subscribe anyway. Be a rebel, I guess? I don't know. I didn't think the spiel out, alright? Nuke craft go up and down, camera go crazy. I apologize so much for everyone who's motion sick, who gets motion sickness with this main menu stuff. Streaming from the depths on Twitch now. Come work on glorious factory. Thus. Fist and factory emoji. Because I am smart. Because I know I can emoji. Did you know? Did you know that you can emote and that helps communicate? Okay, let's do that. And let's do that. And let's do... Oh. Well. I forgot to hit the post button on Twitch. Whoops. Oh well. Okay then. What do I want to do? I want to do this. And the streams. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And that's updated. Ooh! People have been doing stuff. Awesome. Okay, we're doing good. Oh, we're doing good. Anybody saying things? Ah, hello, Eliaval, and hello, Marcel. Hello, hello. I have good news. I actually slept. There were no fire alarms or shenanigans. Okay, there's shenanigans on screen right now, but like, you know, acceptable shenanigans for once. Alright, delete all that, and I need to open up all the tabs. Where Pluto Hub. There we go. Also, big news. The stable update 4.3.2 has been released, so it's not incredible. The stable update is here. Long awaited stable update. It's got pretty sails. We get to sail to different places. We won't be seeing much of at the stream, but we will see later. I've actually got to this. When did this pop out for me? It's like, it was 2 AM for me, so I need to do the video on this today. So just so everyone aware, we are in stable branch for the moment, just to kind of enjoy it, I guess. I want to cook with sails. Oh, you can cook with these sails. The Concave Plummet has no cockpit, but that isn't addressed in the spreadsheet. Currently adding one. Oh! Thank you, Orange. And yes, I have some fun ideas for sails in mind as well. None of them involve their actual use. Yeah, because you can just make them decorative. It's really cool. Alright, Plutono Hub. Plutono.spaghetti.net. Pay for the whole seat, you'll only need the edge. There we go. Plutono Hub. End. And manually unpin there. Jolly good. Jolly good, jolly good. Flying squirrel being all squirrely. What's next? I need to open the spreadsheets. I need to open all the spreadsheets. Yes, for glorious dominion, we need to open spreadsheets. Also need to remember at the ad break, I need to message my parents because they went to Japan for an extended holiday. And they're back now, and I should welcome them. Okay then, so because I'm a good boy, I want to be a good boy! My sole desire in life is to be a good boy. Actually, my sole desire in life is to sleep and play video games, but turns out that's complicated. Oh, did I pin that? I did pin that. I just like the large planes shape I can make with them. Yeah, you haven't done a video yet. How dare you? I'm something from... No! Elival, no! The cockpit on the Anchor is 100% fake. It's a solid block of heavy armor. Yeah, fake cockpits are fine. It's purely aesthetics. Gotta be the same sword on the plummet. Green Conde has already received a completely new gun when it comes to internals. Neat! I did see that in updated blueprints. Probably don't need to look at that. Like, I trust people. I trusted people in there to do things. Okay, got the spreadsheets. What do I need to do now? Check workshop. Also, if anybody has an updated graph that they want me to look at, I'm happy to do that. Don't strictly need to, but that'd be fine. Okay, so Hawa, most recent. Okay, and the as well. And most recent, nothing. Whoa. Most recent, nope. And Garvey. And most recent. Oh, hello, the Aculator. Ah, the Aculator has been rebuilt. Nice one, Ellie. Okay, then, so that's a thing to look at. But Carve and Starlight. Everyone's least favorite faction, at least to build for. Alright then. Neat. Looks better. Okay. We've sent this little motor groomman. Now crown. You know, Elival, you really don't need to talk yourself down. You do fantastic work. Alright, so we've got a we've got the Aculator rebuild. We need to have a looky at that. I downloaded Twitch just for the stream. Hey! Nice one, Aiden Lee. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. I am here and out of bed. Well done, Death Pancakes. I have made it on time. You have! Well done. There's actually a seat and control in Acapult, and you can fly it around manually without the back out of the missiles. Makes sense. Is Platono hub where Platono things are discussed? Not really. That's mostly on the custom campaign Discord, our own little section. Oh, John McFist already answered that question. Hub is not. Discussion happens on the general CC Discord and Platono section. I did that in like 2 days. Oh, nice. Couldn't find that Discord. John McFist has gotcha. Hey, Tungsten Cube reached a watch streak. Bravo. Bravo. The hell was I doing? Downloading content. That was... Ah! Camera! Please! Please! Alright. It's not #1 priority, but it would be nice if there was less motion sickness-inducing stuff happening on the main menu. Alright, we go there. We're gonna hop into Plutono. Also, you might have noticed that the audio issues that I had, that we had last stream, has been fixed. It turns out that OBS did a sneaky little update and activated a beta feature to record game audio, like, specifically, like, in addition to whatever audio is coming through on your speakers, or in my case, headphones. So that was activated automatically with the update, and, it's why the game audio sounded like it was, like, echoing, so to speak, because it was, like, being recorded twice. So OBS gets -1 mark from that, because I don't know why that's such an important feature that they needed to, you know, automatically tick the box on it. And with only wildcards of max motion sickness. The main menu is just like that. We do not need to accept motion sicky. We do not need to. Alright, let's load in the new Aculator. I need to upload... We need to look at the old one, too. We also need to look at the notes on the Aculator. Okay, so let's go here, Aculator. Amazingly, let's see here, let's go here. Here's the notes we have on the Aculator. Cram Tetris can be improved, switch cram from mortar to direct fire, rear needs some rounding and smoothing, pack color should be fleet color, interceptors need rethink/redo. Alright, let's have a look-see. Has that been the case? Ooh. This is... Yeah, this does look like a complete rebuild. Alright, we got little funny guns. This is still tick, tick, tick. Yep, there we go. Oh, it's got wheels on it. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I love it. It's got a little cockpit here. Oh! Elieval. I love this. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Hold on. We probably need to be Rambot. Oh, look at this. Full straight-up cockpit. this is so much cock and pit. Wait, what? Who said that? That's crazy. Why would you think that? Because no one said it. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, this is lovely. I love it. I love seeing an updated vehicle. Are there any decals? Yes! Decal! Little shard gun right there. It's a little bit funny placement for that shard cannon. But, you know, it's fine. Like, I don't know. It's not a biggie. And the rear does indeed look a lot better. Let's go find the old acculator. Updated. And the acculator, I believe... Hold on. Where is it? It's here. The acculator is an attack helicopter. An easy one. Alright. So let's go here. This is the... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That really is a complete rebuild. Alright, so... I did an air about all the sub-objects on it, but yeah. I see the thought process here. Much less sub-objects. And it's got wheels, and it's got turret. It's all very good. Yeah. Ellie cooked with this one. Me like it. This looks very Command & Conquer, actually. Me like it. Whoop. Alright, maybe you just, or rather you would have to try really hard to avoid and probably still not really manage it. Hello, Azusa! You can only spawn things which are quite small, and those just tend to be the fast most maneuverable. 18mm diff AP. What? There's like 8 decibel plays on display. You can't get out, but well, then is that a problem? Could have sworn I just heard Bodan say there's so much cock, but I was zoned out, and that snapped me to my senses. Yeah, I thought that might wake you up. No, that sounds right. Hey! Access FR. Lovely, welcome to the stream, and I agree, very cool. I will say I hope it's still easy. And I have, Rondon Proptet, I have arrived and brought depression with me. Oh no! Everyone, do your anti-depression dance? I don't know, I don't have a good response to that. Anyway, welcome. I see it's part of the custom campaign hub, yeah. Sleeper agent activation phrase! Oh, funny. Alright, let's have a look at the internals. Alright, yep, as expected for an attack heli, it has just kind of, yep, it just has enough armor in front to survive. What kind of Tetris are we looking at here? This looks like... Yeah, okay, very good 3D Tetris in here. Very, very nice. And we've got ammo over here. That's right next to the steam engine. That alone makes it an easy design because it means that its butt's gonna get blown off. Oh, very good. Let's see. These are lots of little missiles. Oh, I see the idea here. The mortar got swapped out for missiles up there. Just need to check something. Let's see. What is this? This is a spin block. Please tell me this is not clipped. Nope, it is not clipped. It is not clipped at all. It can move. Lovely. Beautiful. Groovy, baby. Okay. Oh my god, that is 18mm diff. Oh, yay. Oh, hooray, hooray. Oh, you can't. Yep, that is definitely a... This is the third weapon for sure. I approve. Oh, yay. I'm having a good time. Yes, please no, I play Core, not Slanesh. In that case, the activation phase would be blood for the blood god, scars for the skeleton, I presume. 4D cram Tetris from Ilival. Nice. Or kill main burn, either works really. He cares not from which the blood flows, only that it does. Hello, Night World! How do you make the terrain smooth in FTD? Good question. Gun. Indeed, gun. I gotta replace the Legionary's cannon with that thing. Hey, it's 1800 meters per second. That is certainly one of the guns of all time. I wish I knew. I didn't check, actually. One problem with really small gauge stuff. The effective range is like 900 meters. What is your... Alright, your combat distance is only 350, so that's fine. Hello, Duker! Wisdom. The wisdom of the day is, when designing APS shells, don't just look at the muzzle velocity, also look at the effective range. Because especially for really small gauge stuff, the effective range can be pretty short. But, I'm gonna reload this and I'm not gonna make changes to this blueprint, but there's a trick for that. Grav compensators double the range, and it's really good. Hee hee hee. Alright, I'm just gonna delete everything and reload everything, so when I combat test this thing, not you. Not you. This is looking, damn good, Elival, honestly. I don't have any complaints so far. Let's just double check. Where's my notes? Cran touches improved? Check. Switch cran from mortar direct fire? Check. Rear needs some running and smoothing? Check. Pack color should be fleet color. Does this even have a pack? Nope, doesn't have a pack anymore. Interceptors need rethink, redo. Does this even have interceptors? It does not. So not a relevant criticism anymore. Alright, let's throw this against the old accumulator because that will be funny. It'll be funny and cool and fun. Alright. And let's do alphabetical and the acculator. Is the acculator? There it is. It's actually more expensive than the new one. Nice. Ah, darn. Do you presume the atom also needs these changes? What? Okay, hold on. That is certainly one of the guns full time. Does kind of need a retouch due to the rail changes. I gotta replace the Legionnaires cannon. Yep. Oh yeah, chat. Why is FDD so hard? Because it is, really. Because big gun is big complex. Oh, hello, Pan Turtle. Welcome, welcome. It's also cheaper. Yay. How's everyone going today? I just got pizza delivered. Pizza! I'm going great because I actually got a proper night's sleep for once. I have not been getting that. Partially due to my own fault, but also due to things outside of my control. Oh, wow. Oh, that is awesome. Awesome faction colory things. And mortars are mortaring. Gun is gunning. 18mm diff. I like how it fires in bursts too, that's pretty neat. Whee! Oh, I love how the rotors move, that's so cool! How do you do that? Wait, hold on a second. Oh, they are spinning with it. I was wondering about that. Did those crams hit? I think they did, actually. Helicopter on helicopter violence. Very good. Elival, this is beautiful. I love this. Very evil genius sci-fi helicopter. Me like it a lot. Let's see, alright. You know what's a good test to see how easy this is how many commodities gonna kill. So let's do that. If the commodity manages to damage it, then we know for sure. Whoops. There we go. I made it here for a stream. Anything that uses rails will need a look. They'll still work, but the price will have gone up. You could literally just remove rail charges and get the same gun for the same price. Bizarre, delicious. Oh well, that's neat. That thing schmoos very well. This thing moves very well, yes. Right, as I recall, the commodity has a big heat gun. Did it get EMP'd? What's happening? Oh boy, we've got the broadsider chase thing. Incidentally, in the patch notes, there's options in Broadside 2.0 to prevent this kind of thing from happening. Alright, so yeah, we've got this situation going up. Alright, so the commodity has not died yet, so this is still kind of still an easy craft. I think it might have just EMP'd the main gun there. Also, shout out to 3D Wrecker, who is currently doing work on making his Plutono entries more pretty, which is very good. We appreciate that. Oh, wow. Is the commodity going to do a wheelie when the main gun hasn't been exploded? Because if it does, that's going to be really cool. Yep, by the looks of it. Oh, wow. I think that's the first time I've seen a commodity wheelie when the main gun has not been exploded. Well then, alright, so it can beat a commodity, that's fine. I want to test something. Let's see here, the acculator. Let's throw this against the bone saw, just as a little testy test. Because if this thing is easy, it might need to be toned down a little bit. Alright, so acculator rebuild and bone saw. Where is that? Which is twice as expensive, give or take. Let's 1v1 them at the very least. Alright, the bone saw. This magnificent thing. Who is there winning? I think actually the acculator is doing quite well because it's getting reasonably close to stuff, and those missiles are coming in at a really good angle. Might need to tone it down a little bit, Ellie. Kind of beats at my testing. Might just need to remove EMP. Hold on, let's check something here. What? Do these things have signal processors? Alright, there we go. What is this? Will not damage the target if activated by proximity fuse. Neat. Alright. Does it have a proxy fuse? Okay. Why is that a thing there, but it's not a thing there? What the hell? Okay, right. Yeah, maybe just remove the signal processors off these and that'll probably do it. Don't actually want too much power creep. Yeah, because the bone saw is losing horribly. Alright, let's see. Okay, that thing shoots very well, so if it beats GG hard helis at the same cost, we'll do the one test, so I don't know if that's bad, lol. Yeah, you might have cooked a bit too hard, Ellie. Standard unit of firepower measurement, CKPS, commodity skill per second. Okay, plummet updated, add some extra decos as well. Yay, nice. And we have liftoff. Maybe the commodity could use a lead kit, probably. Wheelies are funny, but also unintentionally, I presume. Yeah, I think maybe the commodity is... Okay, die, Rambot. I think the commodity definitely isn't supposed to pop wheelies, it's just really funny. Might need to just remove EMP. Notice I have 50k points. Marcel, please, I beg you, we've got things to do. Do it. No, those Rotus moves remind me of that Twin God Optimism. Save for the end of the stream, that's always a good one. Oh, lordy. Well. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, it beats the GD hard helis in an equal cost fight. Ooh, chat, what do I put on large swathes of flat alloy? Ducts! You mean for decoration? Or I don't know. Okay, I figured it out. Those are Schwun's, right? Not to be mean, but they have some serious flaws. A lot easier to make something worse than better. They do. To make the terrain smooth, all I needed to do was raise the terrain height to 0.1. Oh, no. Oh, you're in the map editor. Okay. Deck deco. I always am a fan of ducts for deck deco. Just breaks it up a little bit. Hello, Meeboyd. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is probably the other helis need to be upgraded to be on this thing's level. Because I like this thing as... Is it an easy design? Hold on. Hold on. Let's throw... you know what I'm gonna do? What is a medium Steel Strider ship? I want to... Oh, thank you for the water stretch. Okay. I'm gonna hop into Neater again, and we're gonna see how well it does against Neatery stuff. Because what I want is a medium ship that is twice its cost, and I want to see what happens. So we go to Steel Striders, medium cost. We want a roughly 70. Wow, Spirits of medium, jeez. Alright, we want to, let's spawn in a Banshee, and spawn in 1, 2 of these guys and see what happens. Is only one of these guns firing? Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. Okay, it's got 26 out and 28 frag. Nope, it's nope. It's all good. Okay, I think this is currently. We might just swap them on the spreadsheet. That's probably easier because I like this thing as is. Honestly, I don't want to tone it down. Oh no! There goes one rotor. The Banshee's really not taking that much damage, though, is the thing. Never mind, it got crammed right in the head. Bang, bang. Honestly... Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna do a little bit of a swapsies on the spreadsheet. Oh, boy. Wah. Alright, let's go. Deck Deco. Hello, everyone. You know, landing pads for the great General Translin. It is ground so it's good against ships, hard against planes. My go-to for decorating large fairs or craft is just random BS go. Or paint. Patterns are fun. Man, the railgun changes and messed up some Barons of the North stuff. I need to fix that. Pain. Yep. FTD update is why people are always mad. Works every time. Unfortunate. I'm currently working on fixes. BW of some note. I sent in an updated sandpaper a good long while back. Not sure if you want to check it or not, but just saying. I'm trying to remember if I saw that. Sandpiper. Let's go double check. What did I... Piper. Anything... Needs more floaty, is distressingly slower in the water than it is on land. Alright, so long as that's fixed, I'll take your word for it. Don't bonk, everything else has no impact, it's just rail changes. Yep, good to see Glakavi getting more cram stuffs. Guess the old one had cram too, but yep, it was a very cram. Which faction is the commodity part of? SR, right? Nope, the commodity is the Hawa Confederation. As a rushdown Cramcraft, I think the matchups of this thing are going to be pretty binary. Cram Mortar was a great little gremlin, yeah. It would be after the more floaty notes. Okay, gotcha. Found it, Hawa. It can catch up or kill with EMP, or it can't. Okay then. How fast is it? Good point. Alright, so top speed is 64 meters per second, which means, yeah, against ships this is going to be a menace. I think what we're gonna do right now... I'm trying to remember if the changelog needs to be done like that. Hold on. What I'm gonna do is that I love this thing, so hang on, let's go find the Aculata again. There we go. So that is all fixed to satisfaction, basically. I don't think it needs anything changed. I love it. What we can do is reset, and we're gonna go put... over there, and we're going to just demote the bone saw over there. Put that over there. And the specimen needs a lot of work done, so I'm going to hold off on shuffling this more around. Because, yeah, I think, what was it? The specimen and the neutron are both, Sean stuff. I remember the specimen and the neutron, so I'm going to hold off on that until I get the newest versions of those. I feel fine, like, pushing the bone saw down to easy, just because the only notes it has is a lot of sub-objects, and that's it. So I think we're going to do it for now. Elival, no need for touchy. I like the Acculator a lot. I think it is very good. And approved. I'm just going to go on to go see if Spaghetti has gotten a hold of it. Updated blueprints. Updated blueprints. Alright then. Okay then. I really appreciate Spaghetti willing to update blueprints like this. It's really cool. Approved. And promoted to medium difficulty. Is the specimen one of mine? It's a Lanka Bane. I think so. Hold on. Trying to remember. Does it matter when making fixes? Does it matter greatly whether the price of the vehicle changes by any large amount? Not hugely. Yeah, just like I don't think I suggest anything that drastically changes the costs of the vehicle. Cheaper is always better, obviously, but did Borwise have done the commodity? Nope. That was 3D Wrecker. Okay. Is the specimen one of mine? I think so. Mild confused. I don't remember it being mine, but heck, for all I know. Let's just double check here. Well, firstly, I'm going to put this in its new home. Let's put it there. Accurata. New and improved. And where's the specimen? This is one of yours. Okay. I mean, try to like keep it in the same price to fill the price gaps in the faction for type growth. It's land only so the HF units predict buff to how the airships stay up. Azusa airships, heavy armor was not made lighter, it was made more buoyant, which is a difference. Less likely to sink if they end up in the water. Changing shouldn't reflect flying craft at all, didn't change the weight of HA, just... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one could use some work. The chonk verb. Yeah. I also know exactly what you mean. I can't remember a damn thing about the things I've built. Like, I run into stuff in this campaign which I've built for us, like, oh yeah, that thing. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on shuffling this anywhere on the difficulty because there's a long list of things to do with it. Okay, we've seen the new and improved Acculator. Thank you, Eliaval. That is very good. And now we can get on with the factory. Because we've checked that. It looks like an incredibly puffed up overweight bird. Fun fact, heavy armor wedges were made exclusively for... Really? For Twin Gakra? Is this a new Nito rule? Wait a minute, really? I mean, Boyd, I need more context. I need more context. And I need to be in the correct universe. I was wondering why I hadn't seen that one on the Quick Harvey VODs. You mean in the thumbnail or in the stream at all? Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. I knew I could trust those robots. They clearly know what's up in the streams. I mean, I haven't been purposefully, like, excluding any designs in particular, but the pretty ones do make it into the thumbnails. Let's go and work on our factory. Let us work on our factory. This is definitely a name. Airship Gantry Moray minus Moray for Inspo. This is a little bit more than for Inspo now. This is very much a thing unto itself. Alright, so we're doing really good. We have the guard towers and everything. What we need to do... Oh my goodness, alright. I need to check my notes. Stream to do. Alright, already did that. Guard tower's done. More general purpose processing power. That is not hard to do. Smaller drone on factory. Alright. More GPPPPPP. So here is mainframe over here. So we can, because this is pure aesthetics, and I don't particularly care if this thing gets le damaged. Or I could hide it in a box. You know, I could just do that. what we could do here is just like this, because it's not an issue if this thing gets damaged. And let's just do that, and let's just do that. And just do this. And that should be enough. Perfect. Oh wow, that isn't actually enough. Holy crap. We need more. We need more. Hang on, I want to check something. Where is that? So here is my evil plan. Here is my evil plan. It is an evil plan. It is an evil plan. Oh yeah, it is an evil plan. Right, we could literally just do this. Very good. Double up. The GPPPPPP. Whoops. Right. And now we will deco this as a box. Downscaling, 0.2. And the width, left right scale is going to be like this. And forward backward scaling is going to be like this. And material override. Is surge protectors a thing? No, 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 no. Do wing, because then we get this. Hell yeah, and that is enough to give away that this box is not what it seems. Me like it. Your lack of space efficiency causes me mild physical and emotional pain. Wait, what? In the streams, I don't remember there being a Gotkave helicopter streams. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. There were a couple. Maybe it came first in Gotkave. The VODs might just say aircraft. Yep, your evil plan to save the world. Your lack of space causes me mild. There was an emo song actually once upon a time. Fun fact, my evil plan to save the world. Firstly, this is a fortress, so it's mostly for decoration, but also I recommend just letting that one go. Too bad. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not meant to be space efficient, just to be completely clear. Also, it's using simple weapons for crying out loud. Alright, so what would be an excellent idea, because we have some engine power, we can duct tape a laser tower here. Where would be a good space for a lasery tower? Because we've just done that. More GPPPP. Done. And next thing on the list is a smaller laser and missile. Hold on. I'm just going to do this. Right. Let's duct tape in a laser here. Because that's funny. Okay, where can stick laser? Bearing in mind, it needs to look like a tool for deniability purposes. Hell, we could stick it on a piston. I know. Duct tape and FTD is hoping that it doesn't get shot down. Yep. You know what? I have an idea. Just while I'm here, we do need to do this kind of thing, just to show this isn't apparently in use at the moment. We also need ladders. Lots of ladders. What the hell am I looking at? Oh. Oh, that's what's happening. Alright. Alright. There we go. Right. It just occurred to me it's really hard to get up and down here, isn't it? So we're gonna have a little ladder. Somewhere. Here. Ladder. Or back here. Ladder. With safety features, probably. Alright, I've managed to get distracted already. So, my bad. Is there more laddery ladders? Probably. I don't know what this was. Like so. Yeah, this factory makes a hell of a lot of sense. Ooh boy. Also occurred to me, if I'm gonna do that... What stairs did I use over here? I use these ones. Alright, different stairs, stacked stairs. Oh man. Hooray! We did it! You did it, Goku! Okay then. For the robot arm, I think it was specifically in reference to the air like in space efficiency using one connector for one GBPP instead of putting them on multiple sides. Oh, right. You put it on a robot arm, it should make it look like a welding laser. Testing God mode or with accuracy 1. Yes. Yeah. Alright, we need a robot arm. What is good robot arm? This thing here is clashing, is like butting up against the thing here, so I think this is where we're going to have our robot arm. Right, so robot arm. So we're just going to just sneakily put in here. 30. This is our guiding light. This is our guiding light. This is our guiding light. Comrade, should we not have, Right, there's going to be a bunch of laser components here. Don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. Are you worrying about it? How dare you? Stop it. Boxes for concealment. Shh. I don't know why we're putting secret weapons on this factory. Paranoia, probably. Alright, so start off with, we're gonna just have something like this. To have a 2-axis turret, and bearing in mind, this doesn't need to be good. I'm not even gonna bother, like, having different, like, AI detection settings for this. Because this thing is not supposed to be good. Alright, I'm going to do... What would happen if I did... What would happen if I did this, and that is attached? And then we have another 2-axis turret here with this. And then we're gonna have this. And then one more. That definitely won't be weird, will it? And 2-axis turret. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. Do not worry, I'm gonna deco the hell out of this so it's gonna look bloody gorgeous, I hope. Whoop, and whoop. And then we go like... Do not worry, it is just laser. It is a laser welder, comrade. Laser welder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what is a good weldery looking thing? And a little bit of like... that, and a little bit of like yes. Does this helicopter launch during combat? Wait, what? No. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Crazy to remember that with the size of those crafts, if we pretend that people are actually building these things, that would take absolutely ages. We have superior communist work efficiency. Lead time like 5 years. All that time to build a big saw that can barely do its job. And the I thought lead times were bad at my job. They just have a Subnautica-based style tool that uses sci-fi logic to build everything for them. I mean, yeah. Repair tentacles. I mean, maybe it works better in its non-combat role. Fair, but the law says this was already a refitted version of what was previously a deep space tool. So the refit didn't work well, but just like the USSR, they printed it did. Yep. Are you going to do that? Or otherwise, are you? See, big energy saw, cut space wreck. Should have cut saw ship just as well, right? Right? Kind of has a little flamethrower on the end. Yeah, Flaw's logic. Man, BW, why did I have to see your Steam video? Oh, how blissfully ignorant I was to the hidden power gen of Steam. Now I actually have to test my system and watch the numbers be limited to 2/5 of the nice 200,000 power. I'm sorry to break the illusion, Night World. Yeah, welcome to Steam. That's why I didn't use them for the most part, because I didn't understand what was happening. I thought it was like, what's going on here? It lied to me! It lied to me, chat. It made me so sad. Right, now, we need to decorate the hell out of this thing. So, we're flamethrower. Flamethrower front connection. What does this look like? That looks like a flamethrower. That will not do. You know what I'm gonna do? Where's a particle cannon? If we stick a melee lens here, and then if we do this and change the... I'm just really fond of using that particular camo texture. So what is it? Wing material. Oh, hell yes, I love that. Alright, and once again... Yes! Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it! Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Whoop! Okay, on the bright side, if you test and alert, then limit the max opportunity to supervise those materials. Hey, 19LG99, it's going good. Border wisdom is, listen to chat. Chat is actually full of good ideas. Who would have thought? I just realized this doesn't need to be a particle cannon lens. It can just be like a tube. There we go. Wing tier. Alright, so Orange told me about this, and now there's no hope for me. Now there's no hope for me now. I must stick this all over the place. Wait, I could just prefab that. What am I doing? Alright, and then go over here. If we do this, then we can hide original mesh and go wing material, and there's another prefab, same Steel over here. Orange, I want you to know you have unleashed a great and terrible thing. And over here as well. And just gonna save this like so. There's also a mode now to... I think there's a mode to... I don't know, there's some kind of thing you can do with prefab mode now to have blocks only and not get deco along with them. I don't know how to do that, though. Did I save there? Yes, I did. Alright, let's do this. And save over here, placeholder 2. This is definitely the laser of all time. Over here, it's gonna have a nice kind of sphere-y thing, I guess. Where's placeholder 1? And then over here, right, sphere. Whoops. Right, mimic sphere and wing. Right, we now have the laser, and I'm just going to... Now I want more than one of those because that looks really fun. Super Joes is good for looks of very efficient. Add a little thing kind of like the flamethrower. Otherwise, looks like a pinor. What? That does not look like pinor. That is your imagination. Chad is what? Chad is also an arsehole and also likes to bolt the stream. I mean, true. It's going to console because the brakes fell off. I've long preferred steam engine for most things. Ships have started lasting 10% longer. Are we? To add to the border wisdom, add a little thing kind of like the flame for it. Most of my fuel engines are the same 3x3x4 injection brick. I went my wisdom people enjoying chilling in bed with painkillers all day. Nice! Unironically, getting my wisdom teeth pulled was one of the best days of my life just because they gave me such good drugs. Such good drugs. Last month it was an Eldritch Horror and this one it's you. What? Supercharged, good for logistics. I love building my engines specifically for each craft. For combat craft they're not great because the volume is terrible. All my ships have a major steam setup with a secondary harmony. I rarely use steam and when I do it's usually improved by someone who knows what they're doing. Me too. You know, you never realize how much you normally move your head around until you pull a muscle in your neck. Yep. Steam is mean. You're English and... What is... Okay. I'm caught up on chat. That is good. Alright, so I forgot to build the laser. Right, so what we're gonna have here is something like this. This is going to be a very tiny laser. And just to check, yep, so kind of 0.144. Okay. This laser is gonna offend people. Because it's gonna be bad on purpose, and it's completely unarmored. Making entire laser system for aesthetics. Oh lordy, that does very little damage. I'm just going to put a destabilizer in there just for giggles. Okay. and maybe some storage. Alright, I've made my bad laser. That's better. Alright, so what was me fleet colors again? Alright, so laser visual settings, red, 0.41 and 0.13, I believe is what we're looking at. 0.014, yeah. Oops. Good. Over there. And we're going to make the laser much bigger, just to intimidate people. And here's the awesome thing about what I've just done. I can do this. Gonna put it over here, gonna put it over here. There's actually a spot for it over here. Do you want to put it next to the ACB thing? Hehehe. Okay, let's just go grab what like this whole little shebang because I like it. Up. Yay! Yay! Who and also Ray. Whoops. Beware, comrade. Okay, then. And now we need to put bonus laser just here. I'm gonna put a repair tentacle under here just for visual consistency. What are people saying? I have been accused of being a breadboard wizard, and I don't know how to feel. You are a breadboard magician. Cool, you're right, that laser is offending someone. Feel good, you know some yummy bread. Q-switch? Nah! What if I call you breadboard witch? Would that be better? If it is welding laser, a Q may be good. Is that how welders work? Alright, Q-switch. Quick, otherwise hide the Conrad's entire laser system on the factory to could be factory destroyers. Oh god! I'm a bitch, not a witch. Don't call yourself a Zuza. You are not a bitch. You are a human being. Same different. My brain is slightly above average. Order gremlin. Hee hee hee. Alright. This might run. Okay. Hello, first on chat to his Sackboy. This may not be relevant, but sometime I heard ago they buffed mortars to having some auto aiming, kinda new, and I've never gotten cram mortars to work well. Do they just suck? Why am I missing something? They do suck. The trick is you need really good bearing detection for them. So bearing rangefinders, these things, like up the wazoo, and they need very specific detection settings. To work well at all, and even then, they are a more specialized form of cram cannon. They are good against slow, predictably moving targets, and not much else. I highly recommend looking at, what was it? Look at the Onyx Watch anvil, and to see how it set up its bread, and it even has, I think, breadboard that changes how its mortars work, so I can recommend that. If you set it order to 1, they're incredible. If you don't, they just miss constantly. They are a special kind of suck. Okay. I may be Train. Hello, Train. Orders do a track and they just track away from the enemy. And some weirdness with them related to detection. You could always make a spacecraft, then have a Crimea cram bomb, essentially order. Well, I'll go indeed. You said auto tracking is probably still broken, like coding-wise they're bad, unless you have auto detection, which fixes the problem. Yeah, you just need really good detection on them. And often it's not worth the fuss. Mortars are very much a for funsies kind of thing. Alright, we need to stick a missile. Actually, I need to build that whole ass laser system, don't I? Maybe one Q switch as a treat. And Q switch. And we're gonna do this. And I'm just going to do Oh dear. Now, question is, you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna set up a little security fence because I might be slightly addicted to doing the. Wait, not pivot, not pivot. No touching. No touchy the laser. Are you touching the laser? Did you touch the laser? How dare you? How dare you touch the laser? Oh wow, it's the hour break time already. You know what we can do? We can put a hat on this. And we can... Wait, would that work? Oh, that works too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, so I'm going to prefab this entire thing, stick it somewhere else. Whee! I'm going to stick it right here. He. Stick it right here. Ha. Stick it right here. Ha. I stuck it right here. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. Hee-hee. Hee-hee. Tee-hee. Hee-hee. Hee-hee. Where should it go? It should go right. Yeah. But do not worry, we put boxes around it, comrade. So this is a sign that safety regulations are not necessarily being followed in this factory. Okay then. I'm liking this factory. It's looking really good. Looking very factory-ish. And we need to stealth an ejector engine somewhere. Okay, pokes the laser, explode. Okay. Thank you a lot, I will try that. Excellent, you're welcome, Hezak boy. Good work, my friend. Now I wish to make it the big doom order for some reason. Pokes the laser, explodes. Do not the laser. Order for free. Orang, whoever you are here, would you be willing to look at the updates I'll be posting to Discord over the next few days for minor aesthetic updates? Sean, you're on the Discord, right? You can like probably ping Orange over there. Honestly, when our safety regulations followed in factories anyway, they get followed sometimes. Alright, so we have accomplished laser robot arms, and that's very good. I do like the color coding in this factory, it's really nice. Man, Orange, your massive aesthetic brain is fantastic. Oh, I gotta go. Okay. And Orange, so I can take a look. I heard you say his name earlier. Oh, hi, Orange. Right. See you, random.dat. Bye. Have good one. Orange is always here. Even if Orange is not present, Orange will be present in your heart. Vitamin C is delicious. Okay, then. Right, we're going to take an hour break now. I'm just going to tick off on me list. Laser done. Done. Missile, because that's pretty easy. Missile. More engine. Okay, smaller drone on factory floor. Very good, and that's going to go over there. How's this thing doing? This is 10,000 blocks. Nice, and I'm gonna hop over to the main menu, and I'm gonna go brew a cup of coffee and message my parents. Because they'll be really good. Okay then. I just exited from the depths for some reason. Why did I do that? Don't look at my desktop! Sudi is chilling. Oh, dear. Why do I do that? I was just like, alright, I'm done. Wait, no, I'm not done. I am not done. No. Please, launch, please. Thank you. Also bought a stretch for free, but that's because I needed it. I chose to do this. Copyright 2020, eh? Was 2020 when the full stable thing? Alright, just for... Okay, no. People will riot if I don't... I mean, they won't riot, they'll just be sarcastic if I don't load in the opportunity for certain things. But otherwise, why do you have an X video shortcut on your desktop? I'm not gonna... I don't... Alright, here's the thing. That is probably a funny joke. I don't know what X videos is. Alright, so webcam. Coffee break. There. How do you brew the coffee? I am an absolute... I am bogan as hell, and that's a fun word for you Americans if you don't know it. I drink instant coffee. At least not XXX. Xvideos is a, You think about that answer, Azusa. I'll be right back. Please survive the ads. Yeah, I could have guessed that. Alright, see you soon, folks. I have coffee, I have coffee. How has chat evolved? He microwaves water, put ransom leaves in it. Yes, that's how I do tea, thank you. Otherwise, don't worry, I stand. Instant coffee makes great cold coffee. True, making tea in the microwave, what the WTF? Instant coffee. I've heard that bogan is basically equivalent to redneck. Yeah, basically, you call someone a peasant, you call someone a bogan, you're basically calling them a filthy peasant. It is quite rude. Instant coffee better than other coffee? I mean, I don't know. I'm a bit of a... What, did I seriously put munition warners like that on that little guy? Jeez. What is it? We're non-American mind couldn't handle the American way to make tea. It's disgusting. Don't worry, it's only the Americans. Coffee with 3-to-1 creamer to coffee. Ew. I think she's American? Lives in America. It's possible I'm wrong. Dang, must be rough. Azusa has said she's Malaysian. Okay, Dag the Otis destroying his entire kitchen in the background. Yes, I knocked over. Hey, penis! Yeah, I knocked over. Oh, right, my face isn't on. Okay, whoops. There I am. Coffee in a fetching red mug. Bombardier made an appearance. The clinking is just him getting his Glacave spirit on with the coffee machine. My coffee machine's a kettle. There's a larger spider than normal on the counter, or the coffee hits different today. And probably missing his targets multiple times. We're looking at it. His wings causing lift from multiple directions. Up, down, and right. Spooter, true. What did I miss? I made coffee. I lived. Azusa got so shocked from the American way of tea making that she took a hiatus. Valid. Peanuts, you knocked over a penis? No. Whose was it? No, he knocked over a penis. I didn't knock over a penis. I knocked over a water bottle. Ah, chat. Also, for the record, it's better, like, on the internet to let people volunteer information about themselves. Please don't do it for them. You never know what people would prefer to keep private, so... Yeah. Nope, it was a peanut. No! I got pulled into Warframe. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, this little guy is my guy. Got pulled into Warframe. Yeah, alright, so Azusa has recovered from being shocked by American tea making. I'm gonna take a sippy sip. Spotlight spawned in, beware. I don't remember this thing at all. What is it? Alright, let us resume building of Glorious Factory. And I know somebody has 50k channel points and they're gonna spring it on me at any moment, which is not good because I do have places to be. So it'll be a really lightning fast crap canoe if you do that. It's a brick, it's a thrustercraft. I mean, I figured that out. I just don't remember its name. Alright, this is a very expensive thing. I mean, if you manage to capture it, that's very good. Alright, so just double checking. I need to slap an engine in here. I'm just gonna have a nice prefabby engine over here. Whoops, let's just go. I'm literally just gonna go in here. Fuel engines, let's go. What is it? Let's, how much power do we actually need here? I don't know. Let's just do this. How much fuel do we need? Not much. Oh, Marcel! Actually, super cool of you because like I said, yeah, I do have places to be. I think. I don't know. Basically, what I've got to do is, the new update. I need to record for that, which is an unexpected yoink on my time, so there is that. Let's go here, and let's replace all this with fuel. Let's replace all this with fuel. And let's do that. There we go. Right. Is this enough power for lasers now? It is! Kind of! Hooray! Alright, well, I guess we're making a canoe. It is the canoe break. My god. I have 107k points, but I'm not going to do it. Thank you, McFifth. Thank you, John. When in doubt, harmony. The person who has 50k channel points is not me. Hello, Sooty! Good morning! Let's move on to Stonelight. Please, whoever has 50k channel points, we've been stuck on Concave for like 3 years now. My god, we'll be in Concave. It's okay, guys. We're almost done with Concave. I mean, I also added to that, but I'm grateful after the fact. Imagine using pre for fuel. I feel really bad for Canoe Redeem, honest. You know, Orange, it's all is okay. It was really funny. Alright, so we're gonna make a Concave-themed factory canoe. So, save this, and then delete everything. And you know what? I was in a canoe building mood earlier, so it's all good. We're gonna have a canoe on wheels. Because that is the best kind of canoe, probably. Right. You know what? I am gonna... Where's the text box? I have it somewhere. Alright. Oh, right. I forgot this is what I did. Right, let's edit that. Alright, canoe... building... intermission. There we go. Beautiful. I know how to do streamy things. There we go. Yay. Alright, so now I just need to remember to take that off screen once we're done with the canoe building intermission. Okay, canoe in less than 20 blocks, BW, go! Look at the VOD, there are drastically different numbers of VODs for each faction. I'm guessing some of them are pretty easy, and some factions have just less work to do on them than others. Concave has issues with, like, stylistic consistency, so that's probably why it has a lot of stuff to worry about. We're gonna do... What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? 1, 2. 1, 2, and 2. 3, 4. Alright, this is a fairly big canoe, I guess. 2. There we go. That is what we want to see. Tee-hee-hee. What we want to see. Lightning fast canoe, fastest canoe in the world. Lightning fast canoe. Lightning fast canoe. To be fair, canoe is called Canoe-mageddon. It would be a shame if I didn't have at least one canoe. It's not called Canoe-mageddon anymore. That is the old name. Wait, that would be less than 3. Just 2 widgets. Wait, that would be less than 3. Kinda gone. Not called Canoe-mageddon as we all failed BW and made a huge variety of designs. That, in hindsight, that was very funny. Because it's like, right, this is Canoe-mageddon, and then submissions were kind of opened, and then no one made any goddamn canoes. Including me. So, like, honestly, like, you know, I'm not allowed to be mad at anybody for that. Alright, so now we have a nice canoe shaky thing here. And we're gonna have just a Concave-style land logistics canoe. Am I even going to... The problem is, if I make this an aesthetic build, it's gonna take a long time. What also? Right. We want... What do we want? I want... Power. Speed. Discipline. Agility. Alright, so we're gonna go like so. We're gonna stick big wheels on it. It's gonna be really good! Okay, wide drive wheel like so. Huh? Okay, there we go. Alright, and we're just going to set that to 5. I think that's what we want. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a painty paint. And I just need to remember to... Wait, I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, it's a massive idea. Oh, it's an idea in my brain. Oh, it's an idea in my brain. Oh, it hurts. Ow. Yeah, this is definitely some kind of... some kind of Azipod. Alright, just gotta do this as well. 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 Oh yeah, actually, hold on. Where is that in relation to everything? It's right there. Gotcha. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. This is... I don't know why I felt like making a canoe with wheels on it, but, you know, I do. Sometimes you gotta go with the heart. Closer to the heart, yeah. And just gonna set this to... Let's see if I remember this well off the top of my head. Alright. Alright, so if we go all the way over here, and put a vehicle controller there, and a little char there. Perfect. And now we just need to do this thing, which I forgot to do. Yeah! Yeah! There we go. Otherwise, idea never! If you look at the folder bag master, it's the one that ends in B1. Wait, what? Not called Canoe again. Yep, just going off thumbnails. It's 4 for Hauer, 4 for Avatars, 11 for Soul, and a staggering 20 for Glacave so far. I don't know why I'm so slow for this one. Despite Sewell actually having more designs than Glacave. I think it's because Sewell's design is fairly consistent. Teehee, we are funny here, don't we? Canoe and Spirit. Actually, the folder for CC designs is still Canoe-mageddon. Yep, well, that needs to be changed. Look at the folder game is for it. It's the one that ends in B1 CAB. Wheel Azapods. I think it's too late to make a canoe again because the canoes will simply fail to meet the new standards. Yes, and also, man, that would be throwing like 400 vehicles in the bin. Wasn't the last one a plane, land canoe, the wheel canoe. You could always challenge yourself to defeat the Cannon with only canoes. I'm gonna do that, just watch. How and Sunlight has some pretty canoeish designs. We slowed down a lot like 3 craft per stream max. I will make frontside laser canoes and it won't make for a very fun challenge. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Glacave has taken so long. Anyone have any ideas, actually? Because that is concerning. I think maybe I'm taking more time with them or something? I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. Whoa. Right, also, forgive me for my sins, Rawston. Rawston is not gonna forgive me for my sins. Why would he? I have sinned so much. I have strayed far from the light of God. Alright. Right, now we can prefab this. This is definitely going to be the canoe of all time. Because remember, Glacave, amphibious. Glacave standards are just too high and people who fail keep getting sent to the gulag. Oh. Probably because there's more weird designs and more rule slips, breaks slipping and true. Ain't no way I'm changing the folder name. That would necessitate changing the file path on every single design again. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Isn't explained anywhere again unless you got a full memory. Leave it as a legacy Easter egg. Okay, that's a bit for Roar isn't God. That's the plan. I wasn't calling Roar God. I was saying I was straying from God's light. Which is really easy to do. Because God's light is invisible. That's part of the problem. Okay then. Right, we have that. Very good. This thing will handle like ass, but that's okay. It's also gonna need... It's gonna need an engine. We know how to make engine. Engine can go here, and we're going to just build an engine into the bottom of the hull because that's fun. Also, I'm going to do this because it's fun. Whoopsie daisy, I did that wrong. Alright, let's do this. I remember mucking around like this at some point. It was fun. It was a good time. Having a good time, having a good time. Can you believe it? Having a good time. This is gonna look like an amphibious racing canoe, actually. I was shooting for logistics and I missed. Alright, so now we're here, and now we're here, and this is all gonna be in fleet colors, so the moment I spawn this thing as anything else, it's going to be Le Ruined. Actually, I'm gonna go here. I want consistent dark glass here. There we go. Okay, I think Roar's supposed to be a preacher. Okay, at least got the map half done, and thank you for that, Azusa. That's the plan. Okay. What about tank threads instead of steering? Nah, I like this. I think they might have broken map editor, but oh no. On top of everything else, no. Why? We did not need more map breaky. Okay, do that, do that. And what do here? This is definitely going to be the canoe of all time. Okay then. Interesting. Very interesting what is that. Whoop! Thank you, exit for today's update, you mean? Oh dear. If the map editor gets broken, that's gonna be an issue for custom campaigning purposes. Also, I just want to appreciate this is a superstructure. I am making a superstructure. It's just very long. We're making a Formula 1 amphibious canoe. Everyone applaud. This actually felt pretty good. Like, Marcel, thank you for this, actually. It felt good. And Orange, do not feel bad. Feeling bad is not allowed. In the glorious Dominion. Hold on a second. Right, we have that. And that is good. We even have multiple layers of armor in here. Kind of, sort of, not really. And we need visuals for Rambot, which means more glass. Grassy glass, as they say. Okay. Now we put our little booster seat over here. Vehicle control over here. Hell yeah. Alright, I didn't do that. Right, that's important. Whoops. And like that. This is definitely like... I can imagine somebody out there would want this as their car. And door is back here, because of course it is. You want to get into the luxury canoe car yacht? Why? What's wrong with you? Okay, we do need an engine. We're gonna put an engine right here. Fuel engine, go here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this. Because this thing needs speed, power, agility. Well, this thing is going to be really horribly unstable. know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tone it down just a smidge. Why is this thing... Oh. Cease and desist, please. Cease and desist your vile movement. How dare you? Did that work? It did work! And we're going to put the fuel... Yeah. How much fuel? Perfect. So if I go zoom... We have power! We have really good steering. Holy crap. Perfect. Right, now we need to arm this with something. Because it won't be fun if it's unarmed. We're just gonna go with missiles, aren't we? Wait, no, I have an idea. I have a large idea. So I can have multiple flags. Ah! Wait. How dare. Alright, I'm just having thoughts. Alright, let's... You know what this needs? A giant diff gun. This might be the most canoe I've ever made. Holy crap. Alright, Gotta put a jet on the back. Nah. Forgive me, Father Austin, for I've sinned. Gonna put a jet on the back? Nar. What about second canoe? Nar. Superstructure is also a canoe, but upside down. That's why I like it so much. The map editor's having trouble seeing the updated designs we made for Bounce to the North for the railgun change. Ooh. So like the one thing that did kind of work now only works 50% of the time. Ooh. Thanks, devs. Ooh. Trouble seeing them? Imagine all the parking space you could take up with this bad boy. I mean, it is over 100 meters long. So, John... Ooh, just drive in America, we have plenty of parking space. It needs that cut off his jib. You know, the difficulty calculations are completely screwed up, kind of. Before, if you mean that the default calculations read, no, it was being bad, but like straight up, you could reload the vehicle in different results each time. Did not know that at all. Okay, we'll cue it. Now, for some reason, this reloading the vehicle just doesn't always work. Weird, clicking that button that says reload blueprint just doesn't reload the blueprint. Ooh. As I ran away into the new world, they caused all the troubles and crimes of the old world, leaving to rot and fest in the darkest. Mortar? Ooh. Had hella trouble getting the updated. Lots of. Oof. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it is impressive actually. Like the From the Depths map editor and like campaign editor in general is not very good as an understatement. It is bad. Because Grace, I don't know how this editor can be this crap. Right. Righty-ho. We're going to have AI over here. It's going to be really unprotected because that's funny. I don't want to put mortars on this, although mortars could be funny though. Nar. I'm gonna have just a crap ton of 18mm diff guns have inspired me, so we're gonna do that. Okay, then let's go here. Man, I love making crap designs. It's really fun. Oh dear. And that, we're going to make that 4 cells left and right. We're going to have aim point selection. Target prio is just going to be whatever's closest. And we're going to... I don't know, we're just going to leave that as it is because this thing is not going to be very good. It's not supposed to be. 1, 2, 3, and then over here we're going to have... a 2-axis turret. And on this 2-axis turret, we're gonna have too many tiny, horrible diff guns. Because that's funny. Okay, advanced firing piece. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna color it this color. Hee. Actually, I'm gonna Color the barrels this, like so. I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to drop the desired shell gauge. We're just going to do this. Power spacing minimum. Leave the firing rate exactly as it is, so it does bursts. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. 4. Hell yeah. Okay, then. Width 3, height 2. Darn it. Yeah, like so. Yeah, we're going to have... What are we going to do? I'm going to do this. Actually, before doing that, you should design the shell. Max length. Armor piercing. Frag. With tracers, because tracers are funny. Yep. I'm just gonna do that. Yes. How is the range? 2,000 meters. That's perfectly fine. Just occurred to me, I need to... Wait, no, that is correct. Good. Yep. Said already played the dirt, can't roll back. Oh no. I'm glad I can spread the word. Ooh. Well, mentioning OFTD, what do you think of 179 millimeters? It's pretty... It's okay. Other CCs... Oof. Right. Right, where's the cooling? Alright, so this goes like... That's very good. And just for giggles, I'm going to put a jet engine on this so it looks like something. Go back with scaling 4, and... Oh, wait, no. Delete. Go back with scaling 4, and forward like so. And that's definitely what it looks like. And we're going to put an exhaust on the back here, because that's funny. Actually, we're going to put an intake on the back here, so it's like, this is a jet gun. This is a jet gun. This is a jet gun. This is a gun that looks like a jet. For no reason at all. It just kind of does. And we're going to go... What is this? We're going to do a jet controller over here. Alright, I'm officially distracted. Officially distracted. My goodness. Alright. You know what I want to do, actually? I want to do this. Get rid of this and figure out... Quad guns are fun, so we're going to do that. Okay, good, good. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do what else are we gonna do? We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Here's the thing, I now like using polls specifically to annoy Sean the dev. I don't know why, I just do. I'm just going to probably deco all that, like so. It's going to be like so, like so, like so. That's not actually where I want to. Wait, no, I can put it there. Because we don't care. This doesn't need to be good. It just needs to be canoe. And we're just going to put a single thing there and a single radar. And now we need slightly more. That's hideous. Okay. We're going to go like so. And sphere. Mimic sphere. Half. Show decoration wireframe. Up a little bit. And left right scaling like so. 2 and like so. Material override. Alloy. And that color, please. Yep, that looks like something, I guess. And more GPPP. There we go. What's chat saying? The spike polls. I'm not an OFTD. Annoying Sean is always valid reason to do something in this game. I could live with a poop math editor. What pisses me off is sometimes just doesn't work. I mean, that is a sign of a poop math editor, if it no worky. Alright, I want to play with the new Broadside 2.0 settings, because this thing is basically done. It has no pitch control. Let's add some pitch control. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Right, let's go air. Pitch control like so. And pitch control. And roll control. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We should probably save this. This is the... I don't know what do we call this thing? You have like very little time to like make suggestions. Funcraft, on-stream canoes, swag, canoe, amphibious, limo. Thing. Wait, did I say camo? Oh, I did. Well, you know what that means. We need to add swag camo, because I can't be bothered to change that. Hashtag camo Arctic 2. We're gonna go here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! Swag. Very swag. This thing is invisible. You think you can see it? You are mistaken. Tragically mistaken. Right, I'm going to put some things here to make it look less terrible. It's probably going to make this whole thing stuck. Alright, let's investigate this. Side switching. Switch by fastest method. Always switch broadside by turning towards the enemy. Let's try that. And broadside minimum range is 0. Start broadside at 2,000 meters. Gonna make that 85. Start closing on the target. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. And we're gonna go maneuver. It's gonna be ship or tank. Use pitch controls. And can't turn on the spot. I'm gonna ignore all of that. And it is on water. But minus 50 water meters. Da-da-da-da. Very good. Turning circles very, very low. now we must... thing is only 23,000... Are you stuck? What's happening? There we go, and... let's spawn in a $23 thing. Let's spawn in... all the way over there. Let's spawn in a pair of bleachers and see what happens. Okay, border wisdom is remember to drive carefully over land with your canoe car. Very important. Wheelboy. Alright, swag driver 3. Oh yeah, I tried loading some stuff in the map, but it all appeared to work. Where's the bleacher? It's like spawned all the way over there. Is everything working as intended? Looks like it. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Maybe I should put jets on this. Right, we are wiggling around. We'll find the bleachers and shoot them dead. This is, like... I love this thing. It's very stupid. It worked like 10 times in a row. Alright. Alright, I didn't test this on the water. This thing works well on the water. Very swag. Well then, I've made an amphibious vehicle. It was not very difficult. Okay. Right, Bleacher is now shooting at us. It's not going to win against the Bleachers, I don't think. Wait, it just occurred to me. Nope. Also, anything with heat shells is going to do really well against this, just because... Yeah, heat shells are just going to go straight through it. So I'm just going to quickly do this. Just going to quickly do this. Just going to quickly do this. Just to prevent... I don't know. Oh, God's help me. I've started caring about how well this stupid canoe thing does. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy loo, help me. Where did they hurt you? Right, I want more action, damn it. Okay. Problem with spawning things on land. They hide behind land. Okay. Swag canoe. This is 23,000 materials. Side act. Definitely is going to go great for us. Wait, this has no recoil absorption, so it's gonna really... Also, just for giggles, I'm going to do this. So we can actually see what's happening. Hee hee hee. Right, I want to see... will we win or lose? Oh, I missed it. Oh, we're gonna lose horribly. Oh, we're gonna lose horribly. My poor canoe car. It's almost like it's not optimized to fight anything. It's almost like all its important bits are in exactly the same place. Just occurred to me that... oh, wait, no. This thing probably doesn't need much ammo at all. Well, this was a delightful waste of everyone's time. Man, this reminds me of like what I used to build back in the day. Really ineffective canoes. And you know what's annoying? This would actually be pretty effective if you just, made it go faster. You can get away with so many bad building decisions if you just drive faster. I think maybe the turret got shot off. Yep, it did. Well, I like its looks, but my goodness, does this not do well in combat. I just tried to reload the video. This thing reminds me of the thing I tried to make as the first vehicle, my custom thing. Alright, well, stream time is almost over. And, I need to drink my coffee. Yum. Okay, so, what's the one thing we can still do? More engine is done. We can strap a missile onto our factory for the glorious Dominion, and that'll be really good. I really like this thing. I really shouldn't, but I do. Also, are all the vehicles... Yay! Trundling along. Very swag. Extremely swag canoe car. Trundling along. Off it goes into the distance. It's on a mission. Maybe is that one then to reinstall? I mean, yeah. Do bear in mind if you use mods, especially mods that like do more than just aesthetic stuff, they do screw with things a lot. Why do I not use azipods more often? Like at some point I just kind of stopped. I think breadboard thrust vectoring took over my brain. Whee! Very good. Very good indeed. Alright, let's get back to the factory. Oh wait, I just want to do this for no particular reason. Okay. Let's go to where we're going to go. We're going to delete everything and we're going to spawn in. We're going to strap a missile onto our thing and then we're going to get cracking. Gonna get cracking, gonna get cracking, gonna get crack-a-lacking. Alright, where can we duct tape a missile just for giggles? Just one big one. I have an idea. Yes, I have an idea. It's right here. It's got lots of ammo storage. So we're just going to go over here, and we're just going to... Just going to go over here. And have a missile, and have a large launcher. So, aha! I have done this incorrectly. Oh. I always forget that missile launchers do this. We're just going to have a very large, silly missile. It's going to be very silly. And it's going to be cunningly disguised. What did I want to do? Not staggered fire, the other thing. There we go. And how much ammo do you need? Very, very little. This is a very stupid missile. What is material storage that's good at covering this? There we go. The thing runs here. I do not. I know you do have to reinstall one really long medium missile. Okay, alright. I'm caught up. I'm caught up to chat. Good news. Right, what I want to do here is le silo. Le silo tank. And we're just going to... Do not worry about it, comrade. Alright, up, down, scaling, maximum. Do not worry about suspicious things poking out there. Good comrades do not question. And dare... Do I want to do this? I do want to do this, actually. Because it'll be really funny. Alright, wing material. Yes! Pay no attention. Ooh, rapid skate. Oops. Nope. Wrong. Bad. Wrong. Bad. Wrong. Bad. Whoops. And up a little bit. And wing material. Alright. 4. 4, 4. It is not fitting well. Why is it not fitting well? It should be fitting better. 3.5. 3.5. Nope, too skinny. 3.8. Which number is the perfect number? Damn it. Damn it. Dang it. Grrr. Okay, it's okay. Pay no attention to suspicious tube. I need to go bury a missile deco in here somewhere. Alright, so we're gonna have over here. What the? Radar guided missile. Variable thruster. Fin. APN. And then we're just going to have... And we're going to make this missile... like so, and then put enough fuel to make it fly for 20 seconds. Oh my god, this is gonna be so stupid. Okay then. How expensive is this fortress, I mean? It is 300,000 materials. Good luck capturing it. Okay, we are mostly... That's the missile I wanted to make. Alright, and now to combat test it against something 300,000 materials in cost. This should lose horribly. I want it to lose horribly. Let's spawn in a tank. Let's spawn in 3 Becu de Lis over there. Right, how's our fortress doing? I'm not gonna lie, the walls are actually doing exactly as intended. The walls actually did something. I do like these twitchy robot arms. Look at them. Is that missile gonna fire again, like ever? Yes, it is! Hooray! I kind of don't want to decorate this missile because I just want people to be like, what the hell? Does the center thingy work? Should I make some vehicle? Nah, center thingy does not launch. No. It's under construction. It's not ready, comrade. Alright, also, this thing is very much doing the... Alright, I just remembered, this is supposed to be a fortress, not a structure. So we're gonna need to put more stuff on it. Also, those lasers are actually doing really good work, weirdly enough. Well then, I want to see this play out. Oh, wait, the canoe building intermission's over. I should turn that off. Ta-da! Jack, why didn't you remind me? Well, this is Plutono, people. How much damage is this thing taking? Plenty. How is this laser thing... Okay, it is damaged. Not disabled, not in the least. Note to self, make my canoes like this. Where are all these going? All over the place. Let that be a lesson to you, folks. Making something mostly out of empty air is actually pretty good for durability. Oh no! One of the laser arms! Whee! Okay, this thing is getting its ass kicked, and that is exactly what it's supposed to be doing. It's at 90% health, the biggest elite, all roughly the same health. Oh my word! Something exploded! And... what happened to you? Oh dear. Connection lost! Oh no! It is now just puny machine guns to defend Union. Not Union, Dominion. Okay, I've seen enough. Okay, this is going absolutely fandowy-dozy. I like this a lot. Just gonna take some screenshots. Robot arm, and definitely not suspicious at all. Now armor it. Nope, I'm not gonna armor it. Okay, so we were distracted by the canoe. I'm gonna spawn the canoe right next to it because, like, I don't know, the canoe is fun. I'm just gonna just save that and then launch this. Not launch, what's the word I'm looking for? Also, as of 8 minutes ago, next episode of Very Hard Nitra has come out, so please go watch that. But we will raid, because raiding is good. On-stream canoes, swag, camo, amphibious limo thing. There we go. This thing barely fits in that factory. What the hell? It's indecently poking its snoot out. Also screenshots, because this is funny. Okay then. That last song is used as the opening of another YouTube channel, and I can't help associate with that channel upon hearing it. Yep. The thing about royalty-free music is that we do have to share. Oh, congrats. That last song is used as the opening of another YouTube video. I will watch later. I need to update Parent. Nice. I thought neither was soft. How did you have it hard? You know how I did it, Nightwill. You know how I did it. Anyway, if you're watching this later on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the VOD channel because we're almost at 500 subscribers. We are almost monetized. And every bit of spare change I can get is more time I can spend building amusing canoes for you lot. So that's really good. Everyone will be happy. Let's raid out. So Sushi Cat and Mecha Boy Blue are online. I'm going to flip a coin. Factorio or Elden Ring? How are you guys feeling? My good people, it's now max prefab length is no longer 100, it's now 999. Yes, that is a change that happened that I don't actually think is in the patch notes. Right, Factorio is pretty based. I'm going to flip a coin. Actually, no, I'm not going to flip a coin. We haven't raided Sushi Cat in a long time. So let's do that. She's cool. She's a VTuber, she does art, and Elden Ring is fun to watch. I've played it. I didn't like playing it, but I like watching it. So let's do that. The only game I still have more playtime in than the FTV. Damn! Oh, we're talking about Factorio. Let's raid Sushi Cat. Both Sushi Cat and Mecha Boy Blue are cat themed, so that's funny. Sushi Cat. Raiding. Alright, take care, Boda. You too, Sean. Thanks, everyone. You have a good one. I will see you next week for more streams. More delicious streams. Bye!